Barnaby Jones will not be seen tonight, so we may bring you this special presentation. Okay, took forever to finally get the game. I wanted to, I'm going to make sure the game is working first before we start doing this sort of thing. So we're gonna. Yeah. All right. A few things. Yeah, now that I'm no longer, dead dog sick, start getting back into the swing of things here. Okay. As you can see, I finally managed to pull the trigger and get the Silver Surfer. So just got through getting him all set up. Now let's see what we've got here. Yeah. The news things. Yeah, just follow that. And M3. So if you want a hairdresser's card, there we go. All right. The shop. The Stranger Things bundle is back. So got a bunch of some victory vibes and some, things. And then let's get you 11 with their different back blings and pickaxes and then we got Chief Hopper, and then the Demogorgon, and the rats up. But I haven't gotten that far into. I've only watched a little bit into the first season. I think I should catch up on that. But the FNCS stuff and Marshmallow, whatever the hell. I don't get these. Surfer still in it. Power Rangers still hanging in there. Toys are in the stores too, so yeah, it's all and part of the collab. Galaxy Pack is back. I would find that very distracting. Whatever. That looks. No, give me that back here. I mean, look, that almost looks almost Aztec. But they got these guys. Kind of a scuba diver type. And I haven't seen anything else I necessarily want to start spending my V-Bucks on yet. Interesting, but I don't think so. Another version of a default. And then Jack Sparrow, that got a long time ago. They got all the jam tracks. There's a reminiscent video, Drive Tribe, Richard Hammond, one of the guys there, and Richard's daughter Izzy, all driving 3 different versions of this new model Mustang. Izzy's got kind of the basic, model. It's still like 30,000 pounds in it. It's all $45,000. Then let's see. Hold on. Let's get a close look at this. And another one's in the GT. And then Richard is in this top level. I think this is it here. GTD. Where it's like there's no backs. Right down around here, you look at you can see the rear suspension. It's a very interesting. It's hypnotic. It's just the way it's constantly stable, and the engine. I'm not sure how accurate that is. I have to compare it, but this one, it's like well over 700 horsepower. This thing's got, so that the representation in the game is lacking horribly. If they put a legitimate analog of that car in the game, it would rank up there like when the Ferrari was actually in the game. It would be the fastest car on the map. But good luck trying to control it on these roads. So let's see. We're not far from leveling up again. So let's take a look at what we got coming up here that I want to grab next. Like I said, losing autoclaim. I never use autoclaim at this levels. Because I want to be able to, like when this comes available, I want to grab that. I don't want to be forced to wait through all this stuff. I want to get the V-Bucks first, and then I'll do stuff like the loading screens. Because I look at it, it's like, what can be put, what is the most useful in this game, the V-Bucks. Then what can I put into action immediately, which is going to be loading screens, put them up, they're ready to go. And then stuff like pickaxes and and gliders. But also I figured, is this a skin that I want to start setting up a preset for? In the case of the Panda here, Agent Patch, not really. I mean, it's fine as far as it goes, but it's not that my kind of thing. May, on the other hand, here, her I want to set up a preset for. So when start getting on that, then I'm going to pick up a default, a skin to base it on, and then start transferring stuff over and to eventually, and save it as let's see, what is there? Battle Gamer May. Get that saved in there, and then eventually, as we start equipping things as we go along, we get that. So that's how I roll. All right, now let's see. Anybody online I can? Okay, Anime Night is probably running his own game, but you never know. I think for now we'll just run my stuff here. So let's look at the quests. Anything special about the dailies? Not particularly. So just get some long shots with assault rifle or marksman rifle. And if I collect them in the lane locations, it's all free in one shot. Weekly. Okay, I start doing those shadow briefings again. Collect exotic weapons in different matches. Boons. Eliminate players or queens. Okay. Maybe the big bugs. Crack opponent shields. Done that a few times already. Rare chests or big OXR chests. And the expertise ones, I still gotta. I've been chugging my way through these things here. Okay. Man, those don't last very long. Story-wise, still another 18 days, 9 hours. Kickstarts. You gotta take out some bugs. That's what I gotta do. Beyond 10 meters. And then also get a lead splitter and start wiping the floor with them. And next we got down to do the track quest. And I've already got all the characters taken care of, so that's done. So let's just go ahead and jump on in here. Hey, Daniel. I need to switch that on. Okay. Okay, and finally got connected with these Clutter Truckers bunch. They're going to send a guy over tomorrow. do a walkthrough, take a picture, do an evaluation, and probably sometime next week start actually cleaning this place up. I actually have some assistance. Bring order to the chaos. And I have notified the front office of such. I also told them the bad news about the rent because like I can't. We'll take care of that in the first of next month, and hopefully they take care of next month before the end of next month. Because the stupid program can't figure out you don't base something like this on the gross, you base it on the net. And the reason that gross is stupid because we never see the gross. Unless you're being paid cash and they're not taking anything up for Social Security and Medicare, you never see the gross, okay? My check is about $100 below the gross, so like that's fucking insulting for me. You know, we base it on the gross. Why? I don't give a shit if that's how the banks do it because I'm not dealing with a bank, okay? No, I'm getting over with a bank anyway, frankly. I think I am going to pay for the next set of Batmobile parts ahead of time, so that's done. So it doesn't come out of surprise in the nowhere. No, but I have to take care of the storage unit for next month. That's one dubious advantage of these things. So it's like, okay, well, we haven't got enough yet, but you can take care of other things in the meantime. You know? All right. Okay. There we. Oh, darn. Didn't get to surf. Can I move now? Thank you. Great. Great. And while we're at it, bitch, get off me. Damn it. Nah, I don't like those. This I wield the pyrocosmic. As it locks in place. Okay, fine. I'm gonna be that way about it. Fuck you. Bitch. Bugging me all goddamn night. Come on. Okay. Damn it. Fucker. Stop that. There. Now it's working. Glad you butted down now. Why, thank you. Stop that. I do not have time for this. Okay. Get in the damn vehicle. Come on. God. Come on. Okay, come on. Okay. All right, let's get this thing properly here. Nope, we'll go with this. Come on. I better get out there. Hmm. while I'm down here. Oh, come on, you fucker. You'd be fucking weird about this, aren't you? Mantling is just not working today. I suppose a silver carrot against a white background might be decent camouflage. Fucking whore. Overkill much, motherfucker? Why am I not surprised? The Snoop Dogg skin? These guys are fucking insane. Doesn't hope I see this guy get taken out. Nope. Fucking sweaty one. And I don't even see this fucker showboat again. Okay. Alright. Get everything in here. Okay. So even this looks better than what they did in the movie. Okay. 2 to claim. Are we anywhere near getting? No, we're nowhere near. Yeah, I gotta get long ways for getting that. So let's get the panda out of the way. Oh, and then we go. So for the OG. There's better be sweat going on my legs. Now, frankly, with this other stuff, I'm just as well just auto claim if they had it. But with this one, no, I prefer to do it manually. I want to go in and look at what I'm grabbing. So I got that, and then the skin itself. Let's grab that. All right. Let's see where we're at quest-wise. I already got 2 of them. With rare or better point. Okay, so rare is blue. Hit lead points with pickaxe, that's easy enough, especially like 10 times. Find and accept. Not necessarily finish, just find and accept them. Okay, so yeah, even those stupid hidden treasure ones I never work out. All right. Eliminate with the record the shotgun thing. Okay, so. And the expertise ones. Well, I did get a headshot in there, so. All right. All right. So let's jump in here again. All right. All right. Alrighty. Hopefully. Whoop. Alrighty. Yep. Launch bay still wide open. Because you really can't undo that once you've done it. Fine. Nothing much out there great written anyway. Better shotgun. What the hell? Damn it, it's annoying. All right, first things first. Lose that one. Just in case. One of those things you don't want laying around for somebody. Okay. I'm not so sure I want to stick around here, so. What, the grind wheel doesn't work anymore? Fuck. Well, amongst the many disappointments of this place now. So any ideas you might have for a quick getaway, forget it. slightly better rifle, I think. Okay, I think. I'll rack these suckers up now. Out of here. All right. Always fun. There's a safe in there. All right. What's that? Just need to accept it. Don't need to actually follow through. Well, let me freaking come on. Damn it. There. Strip. Or, amongst the things I can't do right now, grinding. It's not going to let me do that. Right, falls on the same function as mantling. Oh, I took out the floor anyways. That's probably why the launch thing won't work for me. Not that they've taken it out, it's just right now that particular game mechanic is glitching out on me. Which is why I threw that launch pad out there. Let's see, we got see if we can snag some shields around here. Someone else going down here. Jonesy? I don't need them. Anybody have a big shield thing? All right, let's head over to the gym. See if anybody got those chests yet. Bye. Doesn't look like anyone's been down here. Nope, they haven't. Nope, I like the shotgun I got, and I can't use that either, damn it. Means I could be fucked. Damn it. Great. Well, some bozo's up there with a minigun anyways, huh? Let's see if we can get lucky. My conventional logic's been fucked. Yeah, I'm fucked. Okay. And when the storm's that thing, the med kits can't keep up, so fuck it. Eat myself out and try again. All right. Can literally catch her. Well, now I leveled up. the fuck? Because I had to bail out? That shouldn't make any difference in that case. Okay. Let's see if we can get more action. Everything actually works. Okay. Okay. At least I managed to make it to the island for a half second on the bus. So, yeah. Didn't get which fingers, which okay. There we go. All right. Well, mandoline's working. See when it does that. Okay. Supposed to do some damage with this stuff too. Well, the things. Steve Gerber. It's the internet, so it's probably the script might still be up there, but Steve Gerber wrote up a script of what he was, his, if he, kind of a last story of Howard the Duck, before he actually officially came back. But it was kind of venting his spleen about what they had done to Howard after kind of booting him. And he wanted to take a big old battle axe to the whole Duck World thing, because that was never part of his concept. I should probably track down the issues he did later, see if he actually did flesh that out. But he had Duck World. There was the duck, and it was like, and Duck World was about to be eaten by his version of Galactus. And they had Dr. Strange, he was drunk off his ass. But they were being visited by the Sulfur Surfer. Basically, I can imagine the Silver Surfer, but sulfurous, with belt, with clouds of noxious gas traveling behind them. And he really laid it on thick on this script. And I did pencil some really more, layouts most part of it, most of it. And it's also, kind of so this is a full script. Not the Marvel method at all. Okay, when the Marvel was you got to write out the general idea, the artist draws it, and then you put the script in around it, because the main thing should be the artwork. No, Steve scripted the whole thing out, and it's very verbose, okay, in spots. To a point where it's like, okay, this is supposed to be a comic book, Steve. Where are the pictures supposed to go? You left no room for the pictures. So I think there may be a couple of spots there to trim things a tad, just to be able to have something on the page besides words. But it goes to very elaborate descriptions. So in that respect, I was like, well, yeah. You see what he had in mind is just trying to figure out how to draw this sumbitch. And like 3 judges of very elaborate headdresses, and And it was dealing with a culture that, their whole thing was telling the stories and stuff, but the stories became real. And that's the explanation of where this duck world thing came in. This gal just started weaving tales about how Howard and it screwed up the real Howard's life. So naturally, he's not happy. Whoop, okay. All right, let's just get out of here. So this gal's lamenting over the fate of Duck World and your parents. That's fine. My parents were named something else. It's like it's just, and it drags out a whole but lots of characters. So it's kind of a greatest hits thing, the Howard stuff. Going into the magazine thing. And again, Howard is not happy. Okay, he's been very engaged by this whole thing. I mean, we first see Howard in the thing. He's plummeting endlessly through limbo, screaming his head off. And he's found by this guy, space-going Winnebago. And for the record, this is one of the things that's buried somewhere in storage amongst all the comic stuff is the pencils I did for this thing. And as such, they make a pretty good exercise and, draw Howard the Duck. I think I'm going to grab a car. Can I hang it from her? Okay. Okay. All right. I haven't seen anybody in this thing except for, Midas and that one and that Megan. So that's not good. Bitch. Motherfucker! right. Then I left with a tease, the true origin of Howard the Duck, and so, and the things he never wrote that issue, that story. So that's what I had to track down the later issues of when they brought the series back with Gerber, which got very surreal. Apparently, it was on We'll do a little research there and see. Okay, did he ever go into the actual origins of Howard? Okay. Still not quite there yet. All right, what do we got? Done the dailies. Still another 2.5 weeks. One more shadow briefing. All right. Remember they did, the '90s comic run of Silver Surfer. It started off with one's trying to break out. Remember, Galactus is put break to the bears. He can't get anything, so he is trapped on Earth as his punishment for betraying him when he came around the first time. And he once again trying to bash his way through. The Fantastic Four find him, and it's like, and it's Ben Grimm's idea. Have you tried maybe going through without the board? It's like, without the, and he even reads it. Ben, that's brilliant. And so, converted the board into energy form. So it's not, just sailed right through. I'm free. Like, thank you, Benjamin. He's like, hey, that was nothing. Because Reed had been trying things for years to try for it, and nobody, no one just tried going with them without the board. You're all over, big brains are overthinking things. And that's the lesson I took. Sometimes just the solution can be just incredibly simple. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 10 meters for the orphan. Yeah, that's right there. Let's find out now. Only one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think there was a glitch with the porta potties, so this disabled them all. No wonder if he went into the sauna, would he tarnish? Oh, wait, I know. Need a shot of breathing on it. Just to get rid of that thing. Yep. There we go. Takes care of that one. And brought the supply drones back. Yeah, unless you can play like Ninja, probably best not to try and dress like him. Okay. If you're stuck with it, might as well get a better one. And that's our talk about it. I think we're going to get out of here while the getting's good. There we go. Won't let you deploy the glider. That sucks. What? I'll get it later. Yes. All right. I got the notification. Don't worry about it. Damn it. Someone can interfere with this. Damn it, fucker. Cunt. Ugh. What? No, getting killed by idiots. No. We're trying to get shit done and third party bastards coming in here. All right, let's see how we did there. Kickstarter ones. Well, 3 more long shots on bugs, and I got that out of the way. Get in there. Okay. Oh yeah. Try this again. I think I got one spot that Taper Time talked about where nobody goes. There's plenty of bugs. Just to get the right rifle. Okay, where are we? Yeah, right up around here. Moving. Now, if we can get an OXR rifle, even if it's a gray one. Just in case. I don't want that thing laying around for somebody. Damn it. Won't even go out of there until I get the OXR rifle. Is that? Yes, it is. Yeah, safety tips, kids, do not put your ammo cans on top of a flat grill. In case someone left it on and you get a very rude awakening sometime. Shit. Hit him. I think. don't think I'm going to get that minigun. Nor have much of a chance to really utilize it once again. However, again, miss all the stuff on the bric-a-brac and the ammo. No. No minigun. All right, come on, get up. Fuck this. No, just shotgun. figure out where the mansion used to be because I haven't seen it at all. So I think they took it out in favor of one of these bases. Now watch this be where I wind up, getting the minigun and well away from any bugs I can use it on. Five other players. I gotta watch it. Okay. What I don't think I want to do is get holed up in town. All right, 4 of the players. Oops. What did I just see up here? Couple of some. Oh. 3 other players. See if I can get lucky here. Yeah, now I find the minigun. Oh, it's actually Storm Strike. Yeah. And we're a 1v1. Where is this guy? He's behind me. There we go. All right. I think I can live with that as an ending. Okay. A minute here. Yeah, no, that's not the. No, then Carlos Santana. Not the same Carlos Santana. Not even the profile picture's not even the All right. Here. Okay. So let's look at the question. What all we got here? Yeah, that's what. Kickstarters. Okay, that's all I got. Still gotta get a lead spit at the right time and take out 7 more bugs. Expertise wise, that's well, it's not gonna happen today because it's only 7 hours ago and I'm ready to go to bed. So, milestones. Clapping through there enough time. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get the goodies. Oh, one of them. Let's get that. Why is it showing me the back of it? I don't know. Let's double check how much further we got to go to get to the thing. Yeah, again. 12 more rewards, and I'm getting another $100. $100. Yeah, now it's going to show me. Oh, you got. Yeah, I already did that. I already claimed it. All right. So, on that one, let's go ahead. Declare victory. And hopefully get back in the ring and get this place. I would like to get it presented, not presentable enough to go, hey, here's the living room. Here's the way too many DVDs I got in Blu-ray. Yes.
Hi, honey. Yeah, that video I sent you.
I saw the title of it.
Yeah, that actually has audio of Yuval talking to her father. Hopefully dead.
Yeah. Now this is the guy was at Eurovision.
That was at the Nova Song Festival.
But this,
it was like right after the. I don't know if she actually did the interview at Eurovision,
but she competed at Eurovision for Israel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
And by right, she should have won.
Well, that's again, it's a matter of opinion. It's a popular opinion, and I agree with it. But that and that and $25 will get you, a lousy cup of coffee at Starbucks. Okay. Basically, there's a video with let me finish. There's a video with a gal who this year competed at Eurovision for Israel. She survived the attack on that music festival on October 7th last year. That started the whole thing with, the Gaza war. And talking about her ordeal, how she managed to survive it, mainly by hiding under a bunch of dead bodies and playing dead herself. And so, like,
it was her father who told her to do that.
Yeah, because the advantage of everyone basically having to serve in the military, you're trained to think a little tactically. The dubious advantage of basically being in constant war with your neighbors. Everyone's got to be at the ready. And everyone has got to have some kind of training, because you never know when it's like they're going to drop in the middle of your neighborhood. Okay. So I never know. Grab a weapon. You're defending your house now. We ain't got time for the IDF. You're it. You are the IDF. And again, it's like there's a reason why there's fighting. And Netanyahu didn't just wake up and have a very bad day and say, I'm going to bomb Gaza. No.
Yeah.
There's a start for it. Same reason, why one of the reasons, why Trump is getting on the Smithsonian. Stuff like when they had the Enola Gay on the B-29 Enola Gay, on display. And yeah, they cite this is the bomb that dropped this is the plane that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. They bomb. They neglect to mention about the fact that we were at war. Like, for all they knew, Truman just had a very bad day. I'm gonna nuke somebody, damn it. The cook screwed up my scrambled eggs. Nuke Japan. Little nuanced things, like Pearl Harbor, the war.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to it. And even the decision leading up to it. Like, they were, if we had sent, we'll just invade. No, if you had sent troops onto the Japanese mainland, it would have been house to house. It would have been civilians and military, it's everybody. That was the Bushido culture. They had, it was going to be everybody. There were no non-combatants at that point. Everyone would have been fighting. Little old ladies with, knitting needles, whatever. They've been fighting anybody. They're estimating 1 million U.S. casualties if we won. With the war stretching on into the 50s. And by this time, we've already taken Okinawa by this point. Look on a map. Okinawa's right there. There's Japan. So another 5 years at least just to take these two stupid islands? Or send some planes over, drop these newfangled weapons we've developed, make it abundantly clear, and the reason why, why do you drop two? To make it clear, we can keep this up all day. We will wipe you off the face of the map. We will not have to set foot on Japanese soil at all. Give up now while you still have something to give up. We've been at this for 5 years with you assholes, or 4 years by this point. We've had it. We want to go home. That thing when Paul from Doctor Who, the demons run when a good man goes to war. That's the thing. When a peace-loving, the people like that, American could go from Santa Claus to the face of doom with the right provocation, and that was it. You think? The thing when Yamamoto said, at least it's attributed to him. That's like all we've done is awaken a sleeping giant. When they found out, that they didn't get the little the little declaration of we're breaking off and we're declaring war on you, and then they're supposed to wait. No, because the guy doing the message was going to hunt and very slow hunt and peck. By the time they finished typing, this guy finished typing it, and they delivered their ultimatum, the planes were leaving Pearl. The Oklahoma had already capsized. Arizona is in two pieces of the bottom, sitting on at the bottom of the harbor. The Pacific Fleet is on fire. Okay. So by the time they find, where'd that? Yeah, State Department was no mood for you bastards. Get the fuck out of here while you still can. And that's why if you listen to FDR's speech, he is enraged. He is barely going off on a rant, And as far as the argument that he let it happen, I think as a matter they knew. Again, the intelligence was. Well, it wasn't good, but it was enough. They knew something was going to happen. The Japanese are clearly doing something. Remember, this was, there were no spy satellites, okay? Surveillance planes could only do so much, and it's like, we don't know where the fleet is. You can only do so much, and the Pacific Ocean is very big, okay? And they hit the Philippines at the same time. That was expected. That's right there. And they evacuated everybody out of there. They snuck, MacArthur out on a PT boat, and other things. But it's like Pearl. That was like, that's way out there, that's quite a ways past Midway, because the reason why the Midway is named because it's right in the middle of the damn, ocean, and they went past that. Okay. Pearl Harbor, they thought was far enough away that there was pretty much, no one was going to get that far without being picked up. Except thing is, about 20 years earlier, Army Air Corps Colonel Billy Mitchell, they staged a raid on Pearl Harbor using the exact same plan, showing how your vaunted base is not that invulnerable. Here's how they could do it. In attendance were some Japanese officers. young lieutenants. One of them happened to be Yamamoto, and he was taking notes. Okay, and he remembered that when it came time. Well, okay, we knew how we attacked the U.S. base in Pearl Harbor. Well, I remember something about 20 years ago. They followed the exact same plan. One thing, technically, they didn't do the fuel dump because I figured that won't make any difference to you. No, if they attacked that fuel dump, our fleet would have been completely crippled. So we dodged a bullet there.
If I might say something, though.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to read probably what I think is the ultimate book on Pearl Harbor, Ghost of Honolulu.
As far as movies go, Tora.
Yeah.
Even after all these years, surprisingly, Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor is not that inaccurate. A few things are staged oddly because and they did use there were actual modern day naval ships in there because they filmed that Pearl Harbor, so it's like, but a modern destroyer looks nothing like a World War II destroyer. But surprisingly, some of the stuff they did, but that's actually not wrong. Now the movie Midway, that ranks right up there with Braveheart as far as historical inaccuracy.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's like, my God. And we're talking the modern one. It's like the Charlton Heston one probably fares a lot better, especially since there's a lot of actual wing footage from the actual battle. But the modern version one, forget that one. Ships are in the wrong position. Ships change position while they're supposedly at anchor. Suddenly, that ship is over. What the hell? I think Drachenfeld did announce it. No, it's surprisingly, yeah. It's like they showed the wrong bombs being dropped. That's like, and that's nothing. Where Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor actually that's right. That's actually they showed the right kind of because the bomb that took out the Arizona was a modified artillery shell. It was mounted with the bomb fins of a bomb and something. And they showed, that's pretty much what it looks like. And they showed it hitting just about roughly where it hit the Arizona, maybe a few feet off, but close enough for Hollywood. The other versions, like they think it's like they drop a torpedo. It's like, what? Sir, it's stupid. It's stupid. Look at the side by side. I mean, the most egregious thing really about the Michael Bay Pearl Harbor movie is the fact they had Josh Hartnett and Ben Affleck everywhere. Yeah, yes, everything they showed them doing happened, but not to the same two guys. Okay, it's like, it involved many other people. Okay, yeah.
Actually, if you want to see something that's really, really, I would say somewhat historically accurate, that Enola Gay miniseries.
Good luck tracking it down. That's kind of an orphan video thing, but I know we've got
YouTube, dear.
It is on YouTube.
I copied it off of YouTube and put it on my real player.
I think I may have copied it off for you, but anyway, no, there's a TV movie back in the 80s, Enola Gay, starring Patrick Duffy, Gregory Harrison, Billy Crystal's in it as I think the tail gunner. I think Les Moonves actually makes it a brief.
Les Moonves is in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think he plays Oppenheimer. I think maybe. I don't know. This is when he was still an actor, obviously. But that, I remember parts of it at least. I don't know if I caught the entire thing, but I remember the whole thing. Especially when what kind of name is Enola Gay? It's my mother's. Gay.
Well, according to one of Bill O'Reilly's books, when Paul Tibbets called his mother and told him the name of the plane was, her her belly started shaking, according to his dad. And that was a sign that, she was really pleased with it.
She was probably laughing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she was, not communicative at the time.
Probably.
Because otherwise, can't, probably stroke or something, couldn't talk by that point. But yeah, most people, most pilots are naming their planes after, Betty Grable or cocktailers, they're doing some sexy thing. When you look at nose art on bomber planes back then. Some of them, it's like they're not safe for work. Okay, we get some sanitized ones where they actually have like a bikini on them, but a lot of them, it's like, nope, that's a full on nude. Anthony Vargas was a very popular artist back in the day. Well,
honey, you'll never believe who ended up being on some of our modern day, fighter planes.
Right.
Pammy.
Well, yeah.
And this was while she was still with Hef, I think.
Of course. Anyway.
Ellie.
Okay, let's go back.
Apparently, all Tibbet's descendants didn't exactly distinguish themselves in the military.
Well, pilots usually do.
Yeah, because I was reading about Paul Tibbets the fourth. Oh man, did he get in trouble? Yeah, unauthorized joyride with a police vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh.
Rob Burnett's put out a little thing. So, anyone who attended the super secret cast and screw Starfleet Academy screening have any insights to share? I promise, I'm totally impartial. I put in a comment. I've heard that Skydance wasn't amused with what they saw, so that second season renewal, don't hold your breath. Damn it! Stop it! Stop it! Damn it! Oh, good Lord. One guy said one of the characters is going through their logs and one of the messages from Lower Decks Brad Boimler. And we got a thing of Boimler slamming his pillows. Like, no!
Every time I see Jack Quaid in anything now, first thing I think is, shut up, Boimler. Like when I saw him in that Scream movie, I was like,
I know. Anyway, I'm trying to wrap this up.
Okay.
Okay, so with that. Oh, ow. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Got a victory out of it. I'm happy. I like when the last game of the stream is a win. So with that, we will talk at you later.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, the man is ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Whenever there's a hang up, you'll find